So first of all, I would love to have you guys to share a few things about your journey. Okay. So
Okay.
so Eleni, and what is your husband name?
Elsin.
Since okay, because Eleni always talking to me more so.
Eleni and Elsin, yes.
Elsin. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Eleni, Elsin, are you guys born in Canada or?
No, we are actually, she's born in Albania or Greece?
No, in Greece.
So she's born in Greece and I'm born in Albania. So we're both immigrants to Canada.
Oh wow! And how did when did you come to Canada?
At
Uh,
18.
18 years old, yeah. Pretty
Oh,
much
wow.
the same age for the both of
Yes.
Yeah.
us.
So same like me. And what are you guys do right now?
So we are raising a family. So Eleni mostly takes care of our kids.
Mhm.
And that's a lot of work, to be honest.
Yeah.
She's doing a great job at it, and I work two jobs. So my main job, I work for a construction company as a project coordinator, and as a side job, I work as a server in restaurants.
Wow.
Yeah, so I work 3-4 times a week at my second job. Weekends, night shifts, I take whatever I can take.
Hey, that's awesome that you are just go all in to make these things happen, and those are the good sacrifices. And for me right now, I would ask, what is your motivation? Like the moment that you realize that working for other people no longer is possible.
Because when you work for other people, you also work for the government, right? Everything is taxes. So we just see the hard becoming more difficult and more difficult. And when you work for other people, there's nothing you can leave behind to your kids. You can't leave your kids your job, right? But when you work for yourself and you build up a business, worst case scenario, you can leave that to your kids, right? You can leave the things you learned, you can leave the passion of running a business, and you can actually live the business itself. We want this to work because we want to spend a lot of time with the family. We don't want to be all day out there. I am working 2 jobs, she's working, and we want to spend time with our kids.
Yes, especially now that they're young and I had to go back to work. That's why I really wanted to try Amazon, because I really don't want to go back to work. Kids are so small and I feel so bad taking them to daycare and spending like 10 hours because of the commute as well, like at daycare. And then seeing them for like an hour at night, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We want to raise the kids ourselves. We don't want other people to raise our kids, right?
Yeah.
And we want to have time as a family to enjoy life. Go on
Yeah.
vacation. Not just once every 3 years, but once every 2-3 months. Why not, right? We don't want to feel the struggle. Hey, I want to go on vacation, but I don't have the budget to do so. So we don't want to be on that situation.
Absolutely. And I'm really, I can resonate a lot with that because not too long ago I was in your shoe. And before I go to the next question, I'm just going to share with you that make sure that you're using your credit card for travel points and 0% interest so that
We
you can take.
booked tickets to go to Albania. We're gonna go.
Yes.
We're gonna go for a month actually, which is it's good just to vent and spend some time with the family and enjoy life. We booked it with points, the tickets. I've been collecting points for the past few years, and we booked the tickets with it.
And you can use the money that you spend on your business, that could consider to collect point as well. And you can use the American Express gold card. It's going to give you 4 times the points. So let's say you spend whatever dollar you spend is going to give you 4 times the point, and basically you guy will travel for free with all of those travel points. And that's the beautiful thing about being a business owner. And your kids can have really good travel with these.
Yeah.
Because travel could be expensive. So you guys already know the game.
We try to. We learn from you guys. We try. We learn from other people. We try.
Okay. And you know how to book a ticket for cheap, right?
How?
There's a website. It's called Roame, Roame .app.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll check it right now.
Yeah. So I know that the founder there. So he's Asian, and he very kind and nice guy too. And he built a software that would help you guys find cheap flights
That's amazing.
for, let's say for example, a business class flight for only 75,000 points. Uh, one flight, one time it was like $400, but I booked it with only 19,000 points. And that is gonna be helping you guys to run a business while enjoy the fruit of business, because capitalism is all built on top of business owner like us. This country, capitalism, America, Canada, is built for business owner, not for 9 to 5 people. 9 to 5 people is work in the system for the government to take advantage of. So that's why I'm glad that you guys know this game. So there you go. So you booked the Greeks ticket using your travel point that you got from spending money in the business, I assume.
Well, spending money elsewhere as well. Just been accumulating points slowly for the past couple of years.
Mhm.
We didn't completely pay the tickets off with the points, but we got a good chunk
Mhm.
out of it.
Awesome.
It was helpful for sure.
And now you know that you can use your business expenses to accumulate more points with the American Express Gold Card. It's give you 4 times the point, as well as restaurant. And remember that for your business, you can, for your travel, you can write it off as a business expense. You just have to open your laptop, work on your Amazon there, take picture with your wife.
Yeah.
And perhaps just family business. You guys are wife and partners. You may not write 100% it off, but you can write a lot of it off. Okay?
Yes.
So that's another things about business, and I think Charlie covered that in the accounting. I'm not sure if there's in there, but this is another thing. So I would recommend learn. There's a book. It's called Tax Well, but after this, okay, when you have a decent amount of money, not a lot, but maybe on the 3rd batch, read that book. Tax Free Well Life by
Okay.
by Rich Dad Poor Dad accountant.
Oh, his wife. His wife is it.
There was another guy. That's
Okay.
not his wife. So, but read that books. Okay, so we were sidetracked for a little bit, but I just want to bring it out there for you so that you can take advantage of being a business owner.
Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, so that you can take advantage of it as a business owner in capitalism world. Okay, so for you guys, so let's come back to the question. So for you guys, what was that moment? Do you remember that day? You feel like, oh man, I have to start my business. You remember?
Yeah, I think I remember because I took my daughter to daycare and she was like 10 months old, and up to like the beginning of adjustment and everything, it was so hard. And then she was such a small baby and we were feeling so stressed what to do. We're trying to buy a home, and here in Canada the prices are crazy, so we didn't know what to do. And I thought, okay, we have to try something else for sure. Maybe we should try. And then I saw your Instagram post, like one of the Instagram posts, and I thought we have to try it again. So we are financially free. This is not gonna work for us.
Awesome. And I'm gonna bring this up too as well. Is that right now, do you own a home yet or not yet?
No.
No, I don't.
Yeah. So with your business, right? I want to share another tip with you is with your business. So I bought one of my home. I bought it under business because my business now have the cash flow, hundred of thousand a month or a year. But you don't have to. You don't need to have 100,000 a month. You get as long as you have 100, 200, 300,000. Your business itself can finance for a business property.
Once we reach that level, yes.
Yeah. Before you reach that level, you can start. One of you guys can study on how to just really just look up the keyword like business funding, because your business you can borrow from business funding to invest, put a small down payment into the house, and then rent the rest of the room out. Have 1 or 2 rooms you can live in. and you can still consider that a part of it as a business office. But that's just another game that you can take a look into it, because it's going to be really impossible for you to finance a house working a 9 to 5 job. It's hard, especially now with everything. So the business itself can finance, but make sure it's not disclaimer. I'm not your accountant. I'm not your advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. But your business can and will be able to finance for your property, because it's have cash in and cash out. And once it has positive cash flow, you can use it for the bank to buy the property. And when you buy the property will eventually appraise in values. You can borrow against it in the future to scale the business. Home equity line of credit. So something that doesn't need to be executed right away, but let it meditate in your mind. Now you may have just to see.
To see. Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
have
on the
many
back.
different options.
Yeah.
Okay. So because your wife shared that, and I think that's gonna help you guys a lot. So came back to the story. So Eleni, I definitely feel that it was like you wanna yank your hairs out too, right? So stress.
Yes.
And why Amazon? Why Amazon instead of all the opportunity out there?
Because it seems like, first of all, you can do it from home or you can do it from anywhere. So I can be home with the kids and then I can still do some work. Maybe not, they're all a bit young, but at least as they grow, for sure, it will be easier to have them around and still work from home. And it seems like the time is not the same. You don't need like 10 hours a day to get the same outcome that you would do at a 9 to 5. Like for sure, you need much less. You need for sure work for it, but maybe like 3-4 hours a day should be good.
But also the opportunity to work from anywhere, and you can work on it while you have another job to support your family. Because any other conventional business, I think you have to quit your job and focus on the business and make it work. So it's very risky, I think, that way too. Especially when you have to provide for a family with kids, because you don't want to end up on the streets. But this one is you can work on it anytime, anywhere, but while having another job to support your family.
Absolutely. And how long did you know about selling on Amazon?
It's been, I think, 6 years, 7 years maybe. So as we said, we tried and we failed. We got scammed 5-6 years ago, and then here we are again. We want to try again to make it work.
Absolutely. And from the beginning, when you invest into the program and you got scammed and fail, I know so many people, they just really completely give up. But why you guys decided not to give up on it again? What built that fire inside of you?
It's it's the videos you had with the other students and everything. It just makes sense, and then it looks like it's working. Like all the steps, if you follow the steps, you sell the product and then you make the money. It just makes sense. So I'm like, why not us?
I see. So it's the bonus to never settle and always be curiosity, like a student of life, basically.
Yes.
I could imagine if you guys never ask, we would not have this conversation, right?
Of course.
Yes.
And,
Exactly.
And please carry this habit over in your life, because in your journey ahead, in business, the way gonna be from your mouth out. Always ask. If you never ask, the door will never be open.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. And so for you guys, how long did it take you to find the product?
He found it. It didn't took him long. He was lucky.
So, well, my wife, to be honest, I could have been lucky. I don't know. It's just that I try to find a way to make going through products very quickly, as opposed to focusing on one product for 10 minutes, one product no more than 30 seconds, keep going to the next one. So this way I can filter a lot of products in a very short amount of time. It took me 1 week to find it.
Awesome. And was the process of learning through our mentorship, was it helpful to you so that you understand the process of product research?
100%, because I feel like that is the most important part, trying to find the right product, because you can put in a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of effort, but if you don't have the right product, like we didn't have the first time, all the time and all the money and all the effort goes, I wouldn't say it goes out of the door, because you still have the experience and the learning, but it's good to have the guidance and the mentorship. So because with your experience, it's like we're avoiding the mistakes that you guys have made.
Absolutely. And that's the part of the mentorship is a mentorship basically someone who already make it to the top of the mountain, fail so many times to get there so that they came back down and say, hey, let's go this way.
Yes.
That is the mentorship about. So for you guys, how much time that you get dedicated toward investing into this project on a daily and on a weekly?
I think it will probably be very hard to judge it on a daily basis, because there's days that we don't have a lot to do. We basically work maybe half an hour on it, but there is days that, especially the time that I had to look for a supplier, I was constantly looking 4 or 5 hours every day. Right? And then also when looking for a product, you have to put 2-3 hours every day. You have to, because there's no other choice. And we were working on
to build the listing.
And to build the listing takes
yeah.
time, and to build the photos takes time. But aside this, I think I'll probably say maybe 20 hours a week. I think is good enough, especially for the early stages. But once everything is set and is settled, you just spend a little bit of time to improve things.
Absolutely.
So right now we have days we don't have anything to do, and we have other days where we spend 1 or 2 hours a day.
Yes. Yeah, trying to optimize and
trying to optimize the listing, trying to find other ways how to improve it, try how to add value. It just mostly there's something inside that keeps bugging you. Even when you have nothing to do, there's something in there that tells you, okay, maybe you have something to do, open it up, try to improve it. Even when we have nothing to do, like naturally we try to find something to do. But I would say, to ask your question, bottom line, probably 15-20 hours a week. It's more than enough. And people who have more time and they can go aggressive, they can do like a regular job 40 hours a week, they can get ahead much, much faster.
Absolutely. So based on what you share from the beginning, you guys dedicated a lot of times, about 4 hours a day, 3 hours a day, average, to invest into this journey. Until now, as you launched the product and everything, the system has been created. Now you guys spending about, perhaps, I would say half an hour a day.
Yes. Normally, yes.
Half an hour a day, and sometimes you just feel like you're just finding work because you just feel like there's nothing up there because the system has been automated, right?
Yes, because I think we're at the stage that we just started. I'm pretty sure, or along the way, when we've reached to a point that we will actually want to reach, everything has been established, right? All the conversations with the suppliers have been established, the listing has been established, the PPC has been established, the listing has been optimized, everything has been established at that point. And when we reach at that point, I think
trying to grow now. Just the influencers and things like that.
There won't be much to do once you reach a certain level. There won't be much work on it.
Absolutely.
Once you build it. But at the beginning, I would advise, as you advise, because I've seen it from my experience, to work minimum 2 hours a day.
Absolutely. That's a beautiful advice. And that's why earlier, like a recommendation to you guys was to make sure that you understand your situation, right? So that way you don't overburning your finance. Because you have kids, you gotta have to play it safe. You gotta have to have reserve, and perhaps finding some partners that has capital, or like an investor, silent investor, and borrow money with in some way. But just don't squeeze yourself don't squeeze yourself. Don't stress yourself out too much because life is too stressful already.
100%. I think working with a partner, it's a very, very good idea. But the crucial point is you have to find someone that wants it as much as you want it
That's
and
true.
is willing to put in the work as much as you're willing to put in the work. Everything needs to be equal. But when you do that, like you work less, and you also spend less, and there's also less risk. And I think the good thing with this course that you're providing to many people is that it's surprising to me. So to be honest, because Eleni started with her sister initially, right? And then I joined in to help her out. But there's 3 people who know this course for the price of 1. So there's a lot of value in the course.
I see. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I would never turn my head back, the one thing that I would never regret is paying the money for the course, paying the money
Yes.
for the mentorship. It's whatever money we spend on it. I'm like, it's 100% worth it.
Yes, for sure.
Even if things don't work out at the end, even if we don't make nothing out of it, how much you guys try to teach us and the amount of videos
help,
and the
yeah.
amount of help you have out there for people who want to join,
Yeah.
it's for me personally, it's totally worth it.
I'm happy.
And I would pay that money again.
I'm happy to hear that, and that is it make my day, to be honest. It show that the effort that we put in, it helping you guys because I was in your shoe, you know. Thank you so much for sharing that. And so now let's talk about your, I would say, the moment, the feeling. So I know that you guys failed before with the previous mentorship as well as the first product has some hiccup with Amazon restriction. But the day when you open your phone and that nervousness, but then the first sale came in, how was that feeling? You remember that moment? Can you describe that moment with us?
Yes, send screenshots to one another. Yeah, for sure. Super excited.
Yeah, every time there's a sale happening, I tell my wife, "Oh, we had 3 sales, now we have 4 sales, now we have 5, now we have
Yes.
6, now we have 7." I keep checking the phone constantly every like 10 minutes, just because the feeling you get from making a sale is like you put to work and the baby is rewarding you type of thing, right?
Absolutely. And perhaps for Eleni, when you park at that parking lot, the same parking lot when your kid was 10 months old, while you're working at 9 to 5 jobs, and now with the same parking lot, I would want you to open your Amazon Seller Central and just think
Yeah.
about it, okay? The moment. And during that time when you're first launching, what were you guys doing during that time? Do you guys remember? Were you doing coffee? You working?
Oh, yeah, no. I was home with the kids and he was working. Yes.
Busy. She was busy taking care of the 2 kids and taking care of the household and cooking and cleaning, taking care of me because I'm like a third child sometimes. And I was busy out there all day working. Because what we're trying to do is trying to provide for the family, and we're trying to have money on the side to take risks.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And how do you feel about making money while you sleep? Because I know you guys experiencing that too, right?
Yes, in the morning. Sometimes when we wake up, we
First
see
thing in the
like
morning at
those,
7 o'clock, we wake up. Sometimes we have a good amount of sales. Surprisingly, I'm like, oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah,
We
feels
were
amazing,
sleeping and we
for
had
sure.
sales.
And
And so it's a very good feeling.
absolutely. And so far, how much was your total revenue at the moment?
So because the way it shows on the system, it shows the last sales for the past month. I think it's about $6,000. But that $6,000 was really made in 2 weeks because that's all the inventory we had.
Yes.
Once we figured out a few things and optimized it, we made that money in 2 weeks. So we'll see now. The second batch is coming, and we'll see.
Absolutely. And like I shared with you, very carefully launching and scaling. I don't think you guys are in a position to take risks without like blindly. Take very looking only 10% growth,
Yes.
10-20% growth gradually. But like I share with you is take take risk with caution. Okay. So we're gonna wrapping this up soon with just a few more minutes. So what do you guys think? Like, what is the most valuable things about this mentorship program, the Shifu mentorship program?
I think the roadmap, the course, or whatever it teaches you, it works. That's the most valuable thing.
Yes, and
Like
I think
it's
the
a
people too.
It's a proven system that works.
Awesome. And for you guys, what are the habit or like the mindset beside the Amazon? Is there any new habit, any new mindset that you got adopt that it wasn't there before?
Yes, definitely. The mindset that we've developed lately is it's a business. There's going to be issues. We have to learn how to deal with it. We have to learn how to overcome it. We have to learn how to fix it. We do not give up on the first hiccup. We have a hiccup. We've had many hiccups already.
Yes.
You just keep going. You'll learn how to fix it and how you try to figure out a way how to go past that hiccup.
Yeah,
How to
until it
overcome
works.
Absolutely.
It's
And-
part of the business.
Yeah, we are problem solver. Remember that. Business owner is problem solver. You solve a problem, you get rewarded for money. So for you guys, what are the most meaningful memory with your mentor? Is there any thing that you remember? Just one or
All
two.
about the community.
Yeah, just like with the mentor. Any mentor help that you feel like very memorable for you guys?
Everything, to be
be
honest.
honest-
All the conversation I've had with Susan, with Han, with you, with Min, everybody always there to help me. Any question I have, easy, hard, anytime, any day, you guys are always there. You never say no, and always trying to help, and it's so sincere, so kind, so
Yeah.
it's amazing, to be
Very
honest.
patient. It's surprisingly how patient some of you guys are. Especially Min, during the early stages, he was always there. Later on the stages, you were always there. When we come to taking big decisions, you were there to help us out. We
Yes.
schedule a call, and we try to find the time that works, and you give us good advice. And then the rest of the team, Luis has been very helpful
Yes.
to get things going, and he's been a very kind person to talk to. Susan as well, and then also the new addition, Bernard.
Yes.
And we've also had a call just like you today with Bernard the week before, and we've gotten some good insight.
Absolutely. And I'm happy to hear that. And the community, what about the community, the Shifu community?
Oh, it's amazing because all the students are just trying to help one another.
Like-minded people who want to
Yes.
see each other succeed, and we learn from each other's mistakes. We learn from each other's issues. So it's valuable being part of it because people share their issues that we might not have, but we learn from them. And we also share our issues, and hopefully other people learn from those issues.
Absolutely. And I'm happy to hear that. And last question, okay? If you were to tell someone let's say if you were to have a call with someone who was in the exact situation as you are, let's say for example for you, Eleni, if you were to make a call back to someone that have the same situation as you, maybe stuck with their financial situation, having a lot of like family responsibility, but they always been afraid to pull the trigger because not everyone is willing to take risks. So if you would have a call with someone, what would you tell them about taking risks?
For sure to try. Like you will never know, you'll never make it if you don't try. So for sure, if you don't try, you'll stay where you're at. There is no overthinking about it. So for sure, they need to try. Just try it, and then if it works, it works. If not, you'll try again. It's gonna work the second or the third time.
And it came from someone who never give up. Thank you so
A
much.
little bit. He helped me a lot. I gave up,
Yeah.
but he pushed me.
And yeah, well, thank you so much. And that should wrap up today. Quick interviews. And thank you so much for the time that you guys sharing, because I know there are someone out there who may be listening to this after their first failures or learning from someone who really don't really care about them at all. Maybe this could be a small fires that could help relit the fire in them again. And in life,
Yes.
nothing is guaranteed, but the only thing that we can guarantee is to, if we never give up, better thing is coming. If we in the middle of hell, why not push through? Because
Yes.
after the rain, there's gonna be rainbow. And thank you so much for sharing your story. And I know it's late now, but you gotta take the time and share with all of us here. That's very powerful. And before you leave, I just want to hope that you guys know that this journey that you guys are on, the knowledge that you have, you're you're gonna pass on it to your children. And the business that you have, it will fund your lifestyle. It will fund whatever the dream that you have. But do not give up. This children
Yeah.
that you're raising right now is better than any other 18 years children out there. So be patient with it. Set realistic expectation. Know that there will be hiccups along the line as you start growing through this journey, but never give up. Reaching out when you need help. And that's going to be
Yes.
the most powerful thing that you can never do. Okay? And use this current tariff situation as a way to open more door for you. You have the skill. Perhaps the action item that I want you to do is now you have the skill. You have the proven record. Perhaps go on Upwork. Perhaps go on Fiverr. Make a job post. Do some review exchange with some of your friend and family, whichever. But just be honest, okay? I'm just being honest here. Is no, tell them to write whatever you feel like is the right thing to do. But this
Yes.
gonna help you to build another income stream for you right from your home. And the skill set that you have now is go on Upwork is a $90 to $200 per hour skill set. And every single week, you only need 2 calls for $400 or $300. But start first, do a small volume call so that it eventually help replace your 9 to 5 jobs, and at the same time you learn, improving your skill and helping people, and eventually helping your business. Be very strategic with it, okay? It's in your power now, and I'm proud of you guys. I know Charlie, he cannot make it here, but he's proud of you guys. Same with the rest of the team, Susan, Hung, and Min too. Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
thank you so much. I'll see your job post. Let me know. I'll hire you. So you can get one. You get
Good.
5-star from me. Okay. I'm serious. There's money to make in there. Okay.
We're still waiting for you to buy our product and leave the review.
One thing right now is just because I make
You
a
added-
commitment.
You
With,
put it in your cart, but you haven't made the purchase yet.
I cannot do that because I make a commitment with my team, because I share with you guys is we are not for the review exchange between every member, because we have situation where it's very complicated. And for me, as someone that creating this journey for you guys, I have to set an example, and that's some of the principle I cannot go against. But I'm willing to leave you a Fiverr Upwork reviews. That even better. Okay.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
for right now, like I showed you, Larry is one option, but remember, you have social media in your hands. Find
Yes.
Facebook groups, make friends in there. Make mom friendship. Make, let's say, construction manager friendship on there. You have unlimited power in your hands using social media. So those can be cheaper than what Larry offer right now. And every single month, only let me have 10 friends. Let me do 10 friends, maybe 5 friends a month. Beautiful, right? Be
Sounds
creative.
good. Yes.
All right. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.
Thank you.
Likewise. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Bye.